Hello everyone, Sock here. It's 2 a.m. So it's time for another craft. So recently I've been playing Cult of the Lamb. I played it when it first came out and I really loved it. So I decided to make a plush doll of it. I love this guy. I also hate him. And that's cause I can see all the little mistakes on his face. Look at all these little mistakes. Love him, but also he's kind of lumpy and he could use some improvements. When I was playing, I took a break to do this little doodle right here, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. I'm gonna make that into a real 3D thing. So instead of making a plush, why don't I 3D print a doll? Ooh. So I did this little mock-up sketch right here, threw it on my computer, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Threw it in a blender, made that model, and it took me quite a while because I decided to mess around with displacement modifiers to make it look all fluffy right here. And I'm like, oh my god, that looks so cute. And then I realized adding joints to that would probably be really hard. So I got rid of those modifiers and I made them all smooth, and then I added joints. And me being the genius that I am, I was like, oh my god, I'll make it like an action figure. So I thought I could make joints. Did that work out? No, it did not. Yeah, I think you can guess. No, it did not. Who would have known? Who would have known? Not me. Not me. I thought I could do that. So once I had that model done, I threw it into Cheeto box. Cheeto box? Chibo. However you say that. I used the basic application because I had the pro. It was a free trial. Was I gonna pay for it? No. So I used the free one. It works great, I added those supports. Well, Cheeto box did. And so after that, it was ready to print. So after I printed it, I realized the joints for his elbows and knees were too big. They didn't fit into his little feet. So I had to redesign them, reprint them, did that. And then I went to painting. So when I painted this guy, I painted him white where the wool was going to be. So I did a base coat of just some acrylic white paint. And then I just painted his eyes, and I did gray for his skin. Even though the resin was gray, I was like, I'd paint here too. For the eyeball on his hat, I did red glitter glue, and I've had this glitter glue forever. It's I use this Crazy Art glitter glue that I've had since middle school. Who remembers Crazy Art? Those Crazy Art crayons your parents would get you because they were cheaper than Crayola, but then they turned out to be really crap, and you take them out of the box and you're like, oh, crayons, and then they just disintegrate in your hands, and you're like, well, and the colored pencils too, you put on the paper and immediately break. Yeah, so I give the glitter glue a 10 out of 10. The other stuff, it gets a participation award. Once I had the paint on for that, I painted the horns red. So I bought loose wool just in a ball, and then I chopped it up into smaller pieces. And I then took fabric glue, I shellacked his head in it, then I put the wool on, and then I put a ton more fabric glue on top. And that worked pretty good until I ran out of fabric glue. So then I decided to use Elmer's glue I had laying around. Did it work? Yes, actually. It worked just as good. Did it smell as good? No. The fabric glue smelled like nothing. The Elmer's glue, it smelled like Elmer's glue does, and it was, yeah, I don't prefer the smell of that glue. I can handle the smell of resin. I can't handle the smell of Elmer's glue. I did the head. It dried great. So onto the body. So before I could put wool onto the body, I had to put his limbs in and attach the body together. Did I learn my lesson about the porch being really cold when working on Goob's castle? No. So I was rushing and I put his limbs on wrong. So he's got an arm, a leg, an arm, and a leg. The thing is that I attached his body together with crazy glue, not Crazy Art glue, so that's not coming apart. So the universe decided his limbs would be that way, the fate of the gods, as you will. So I said, okay, maybe it won't be noticeable. Oh, it's very noticeable. Just don't tell anyone. Okay, thank you. I added the wool after that. Had to let all that glue dry. Once that glue was dry, I went back in and I painted over anywhere that the glue kind of like messed up the paint. The solution to that, just paint over, landlord special. And then I put varnish on where the paint was. I didn't varnish the wool. That I didn't want it to be shiny, so it's just Elmer's glue holding that together. When making the clothes, I didn't use a pattern or make a pattern or anything. I kind of just fitted to his body as I was going and just crossed my fingers that I didn't cut off too much fabric. For his bell, I used a real bell. Where'd I get that bell? I didn't steal it from the first guy. It's because when you go to the store to buy bells, you can't go up to the counter and go, "One bell, please, sir." They're like, "Do you want 50 or do you want 100? So I have a bunch of bells from the first guy, so I used one on the second guy. But if anyone has any ideas of what to do with those 48 other bells, please let me know in the comments. I don't have any ideas, and I'm not making 48 more lambs. So, time for the big reveal. Da-da-da-da! Bam! He actually looks pretty cute. Look at that. Look at him there. Wow! If you want to see better pictures of him, check out my social media. Oh, and there's links on my channel, but also they're here. Wow, look at that. But here he is. He looks pretty cute with his totally normal limbs. Totally normal. Completely normal limbs. He's got 2 legs, 2 arms. Don't ask where they are. They're on there. That's what matters. Whoa, Jack face. And I will hold up both for comparison. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and comment. Do that whole shebang. Comment if you have ideas for the bell. And comment about whether or not you think his limbs look normal. It better be yes. It better be yes. It looks great. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?